George from You Want to Watch invited me down to the Columbus Farmers Market Flea Market. I had fun walking around with him hunting for rusty treasures. If you watch George's Sunday flea market haul videos, you know he's got a thing for vices. And regular viewers know I got a thing for screwdrivers. I think we both left the Columbus Flea Market satisfied. These 3 screw-holding screwdrivers were $1 a piece. This one here looks almost brand new. This is a quick wedge. There's a part number. This has got the insulated shaft. And the tip looks almost brand new. This one's also a quick wedge. There's a part number. This one's in okay shape too. The only problem I found with this one is the barrel that runs along the shaft. It's got a dent. It looks like it's bent a little bit, but it still functions. And this one's a Craftsman. There's the part number, Western Forge. And this is a different design screw holder. Let me show you real quick how the quick wedge design works. This shaft is actually a hollow tube. And the shaft is split in 2. See that? And you work the screw holding feature down here by the handle with this little hex piece. Let me show you what's going on with the screwdriver tip. So when you slide the tube forward, those 2 halves that make up the shaft, see how they ride up on each other? So that wedges the screwdriver tip into the slot on the screw. See that wedging action? So there's the screw. The tube is fully retracted. You fit the tip into the slot on the screw, and then you push the tube forward till it's tight. Now once it's tight, it's on there good. The 2 halves of the tip have wedged themselves into the slot on the screw. And once you have the screw screwed in, you can release by pulling back on the tube. There you go. That's how that design works. So this design also makes use of a hollow tube over the screwdriver shaft. The difference here is this is a standard screwdriver shaft, just like a normal screwdriver. When you push the tube forward, it deploys these 2 claws. See that? Here's that same screw. So I push the tube forward, deploy the claws, fit the tip into the slot on the screw, and then let that tube free. And the spring tension right here holds the claws onto the screw. And that screw's held securely. You can reach in to a remote location, start the screw, and then you can remotely release the claws. One of the things I like about this design is when you have this fully retracted, this tube, the claws are also retracted, and you end up with basically a regular screwdriver. The other advantage to this design is this whole tube and claw deal can also work on a Phillips tip. I think George spotted this first. He asked the vendor how much he wanted. The vendor said $3. George was about to set it down, but I decided it was coming home with me. Let me get you in close and read the markings right there. It's tough to read the beginning of the markings. There you see patent, August 25, 03. And the next line, you can see handle from Perfect Handle. And then Plantsville, Connecticut. So that makes it a genuine H.D. Smith Perfect Handle screwdriver. Scales are in pretty good shape. They're tight. It's actually pretty straight. I noticed the end of the tip. See that? Almost looks like the original grind on the end of that tip. What do you think? I thought that was a good find. Speaking of good finds, I found this on a dollar table. This is a Miller's Falls number 29 spiral ratcheting screwdriver. Look how nice that handle is. I like the way Miller's Falls did the selector. So that gives you one ratcheting direction. And then that gives you another. What do you say we take this one for a test drive? All right, I've got set on R. When it gets too tight to push, I can just use the ratcheting action. Then I'm going to set it over to L. That's still a little too tight. Try it now. There it goes. There it is. That's pretty cool, right? George spotted me eyeing up this hammer at the same vendor where he got his proto ratchet. This is a plum fiberglass handle. It's got markings on the head. Plum, 16 ounce. The head's in pretty good shape. Of course, it's tight. I think that would clean up nice. Thanks, George. Make sure you head over to You Want to Watch and see what George brought home. And let me know in the comments which one of my finds you like the best. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.